Liquid medication used to always come in a bottle, and you had to pour your dose with a steady hand into a spoon. Today, many medications and supplements come inside small, food-safe casings that are easy to swallow and portable. Soft gel capsules. Many types of products come in gel capsules, from prescription drugs to health supplements such as fish oils. Many of these medicine fills go bad if exposed to oxygen, so the gel cap, besides being convenient, also serves as a protective barrier. Every ingredient in both the gel cap and the medicine fill inside undergoes extensive testing for purity. The first test phase checks for bacterial contamination. Lab technicians dissolve the ingredient in solution, apply it to a food source in a Petri dish, then incubate the dish for 72 hours to encourage any existing bacteria to grow. Then they draw samples and examine them under a microscope. If those samples are bacteria-free, the ingredient moves on to the second phase of testing, which checks for contaminants such as lead, arsenic, mercury, and cadmium. This machine, called a spectrometer, injects the ingredient solution into a plasma flame, then, by reading the changes in light wavelengths, analyzes the chemical composition. If the ingredient is contaminant-free, it gets the go-ahead. The gel cap is made entirely of natural ingredients: gelatin derived from beef bones, palm oil glycerin, and purified water. The proportions are top secret. An industrial blender combines the three ingredients to a uniform consistency, then heats the mixture to 80 degrees Celsius. A vacuum sucks out the air bubbles, as this now ready gel material flows into a holding tank. Simultaneously, they prepare the medicine fill, in this case, vitamin D. They combine it with soybean oil to adjust the potency to the specified strength. Meanwhile, they maintain the gel cap material in the holding tank at 60 degrees Celsius to prevent it from prematurely solidifying. Even the hose leaving that tank is wrapped in heater tape to keep the gel liquid. A separate hose feeds the vitamin D solution from another holding tank down to the production floor as well. This hose doesn't require heating because vitamin D and soybean oil don't solidify when cool. On the production line, two stations simultaneously spread a thin layer of molten gel across a cooling drum. The gel hardens into a solid yet malleable sheet, about the thickness of cardboard. Each sheet passes over a rotating die with capsule-shaped cavities. Just before the two gel sheets come together, pumps inject the required quantity of vitamin D solution into each cavity, the pressure pushing the gelatin into the cavity. At the same time, the machine heats the gel sheets, so that when they meet, they adhere to each other, forming full capsules with the vitamin D solution sealed inside. In the final second, the die's sharp edges slice the gel caps free, and they fall to a conveyor belt below. At this point, the filled gel caps contain a fair bit of moisture, so they're quite soft. If they'd lay on a surface too long, they'd flatten, so the conveyor belt whisks them very quickly into a rotating drum, where they tumble in slightly cool, dry air for about 3 hours. This removes enough moisture to make the gel caps hard enough to lie on a surface without flattening. After exiting, the gel caps move into a second dryer, where, spread out on trays this time, they dry for about 36 hours. After that, the gel caps are hard enough to be safely packaged. The gel caps, the ones being packaged here, contain flax oil, travel down a series of vibrating plates which progressively line them up in single file. As they pass by, electronic eyes count out the number of capsules per bottle, triggering the filling mechanism to collect that quantity and release it into an empty bottle. The next station applies a plastic twist cap. Then the bottles move onward, each one plowing directly into the center of an adhesive-backed label, which rollers then apply around the sides. Before shipping, the Quality Control Lab tests random samples from the production batch to verify that the gel caps meet all specifications.